Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Power Rangers Season 2, Season 3. This is History of Power Rangers Season 3, Episode 1. But this is this isn't going to be a History of Power Rangers video on an episode. This is just going to be a character bio video. Now, the reason why is because there's a lot of new characters that show up in this third season, so I'm going to explain. Well, a lot of them that show up there are some on the villain side, some on the Ranger side, so on and so forth. So I'm going to explain about some of the characters that show up. Now, the first of the new characters I'm going to explain about that shows up in this third season, I'm actually going to talk about the ones that show up on the Ranger side first, and then focus on the ones with the villains afterward. But anyway, the first of the allies that shows up on the Rangers side for the third season is a sage that's in a temple that's in the Desert of Despair, known as Ninjor. Now, the reason why I'm bringing him up is because basically, in this third season, the Rangers still have their Thunder Zords that they had for the entirety of Season 2. But at the end of the first part of the Ninja Quest 4-part episode that I'm going to be covering, they get destroyed, so they need new Zords to get their powers back. And basically, Ninjor and the temple are the source of that power, basically. And the Zords that the Ninja Zords that the Rangers get are, Rocky's Ninja Zord is the Ape Ninja Zord, Adams is the Frog, Aisha's is the Bear, Kimberly's is the Crane, Billy's is the Wolf, and Tommy's is basically the White Falcon Zord, basically. And there's also another character that's going to show up that'll start off on the villain side, but also be associated with the Rangers by the end of Season 3. The end of the main segment of Season 3, I mean. And that's basically a character known as Katherine, played by Katherine Sutherland that's the actor that plays the Katherine Hillard character in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2. I know this is good. Now, the reason why I'm bringing Kat up is because basically she starts out the same way as Tommy did for the first season, where she starts out as a minion of the antagonist, but then later becomes a good guy at the end, because mainly she's under one of Rita's spells, basically. And now that I've brought Rita up, I'm just gonna mention she also has a brother that'll get introduced in this third season, his name is Rito, basically, and he's the one that gives them these weird eggs. Now, some of them actually I'm gonna explain what some of them are, and I'll explain later what the last one has in it when I get to the actual episode. But some of the eggs that he brings her have Tenga warriors, which are basically these bird-like creatures, like crows with black feathers, sort of like a crow or a raven kind of thing. And basically, he leaves them on the moon. Now, I'm going to explain more about that when I get to the Ninja Quest 4-part episode. And I'm going to explain about the last egg that I didn't mention here, because I didn't want to mention that last of those eggs that he brought, because that one had to do with the monster, basically. And then, so I wanted to save the monster one for when I did actually start talking about the actual episodes. But anyway, Also, the Ninja Zords are only going to be the Zords for the Rangers in the first half of season 3, and then then in another 3-parter they'll gain another set of Zords. But I'll explain about those when I get to this segment of season 3 that has to do with them. I just wanted to bring the Ninja Zords up since they get the Ninja Zords pretty early in the 3rd season anyway. And anyway, getting back into it, after, now the only other antagonist character that shows up on the villain side is basically Master Vile. Now, Master Vile in the Power Rangers series is Rita and Rito's father, basically. He's the one who rules over the M51 galaxy since he conquered it, and so on and so forth. And basically, now that I brought him up, I'm just going to mention something, because this is going to sound kind of funny, because at the end of the main segment of Season 3, before the Mighty Morphin Alien Ranger segment, he enacts a plan to turn back time, which is similar to what Zed did back in the Rangers Back in Time 2-part episode in Season 2. I just thought I'd bring that up. Anyway, and he will only last for the last half of the main segment of Season 3, plus the beginning segments of the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, and then he won't show up again until as a cameo in Zeo, but I won't explain about the cameo part until I get to that part. Basically, and anyway, and one more thing, actually, that's gonna basically cover all of the first segment of that's actually gonna cover all the characters for season 3, because a lot of them that show up are new, but a lot of them that are in there are from the previous seasons, and so on and so forth. But I will mention this is only the first of two character bio videos that I'm going to be doing for Season 3. Now, the reason why I say first of 2 is because in the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers segment, there will be 5 new Rangers that show up, but I won't talk about those until I get to that segment. I just thought I'd bring it up there. Anyway, that's basically going to end this video, guys. So if you guys like this video when I post it, I am going to post it once I finish recording. But before I finish, I just want to mention, since it's also Canada Day here, I might do a second short little video wishing everyone in Canada Happy Canada Day and so on and so forth. Even though we're still under quarantine because of the coronavirus, and because it seems like but I feel it's still a cause to celebrate regardless. Even though we have to stay inside to stop the spread and everything. So until that video, guys, just please give this video the real best you guys can, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow for the next Power Ranger video, which will be the first video for the main segment of Season 3. So until tomorrow, until this evening, guys, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next Power Rangers video. But until this evening for the Canada Day videos, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And like I always tell you with this series, may the power protect you always.